This is just a test, trying to get everything set up before the racing starts. Let's see how everything's going so far. Gonna test out the wheel, make sure my settings are good, and do a little racing, and then if everything's working good, I'll just keep streaming, and I'll just keep doing some practice laps. Test, trying to get everything set up before the racing starts. Alright, audio's coming through good. I'm gonna go ahead and once this loads up, we'll go for a little practice. It's gonna be fun today. This is gonna be fun. Come on. Let's make sure I got everything going the way I need it to. So that way I can see the chat if anything comes through like that. Definitely going to be a fun afternoon, evening. Sorry, I got some people that are going to be joining us here in a little bit texting me. So, I'm going to take this moment to explain what we got going on. I'll explain it later too as the racing actually commences. But what we got going on is what we're calling the Winter Beater Series. There are a whole bunch of sport compact drivers here at Billings, Montana. We race at Big Sky Speedway. And we're getting a little stir crazy, being that it's winter and race season's over. So, we figured we'd hop into iRacing. And see what type of trouble we can get ourselves into. It's really... Wow, did they go through and do an update or something? This car... Oh, I'm at Charlotte. I'm not even at the right track. That's what's going on. Let me fix this. I am at the wrong track. We're going to be at Lernerville, not Charlotte. I was moving around and trying different tracks. So yeah, let's quit that. And we'll head over to Charlotte and actually, or Lernerville, and be at the right track. So we like Lernerville because it really matches our local speedway. Charlotte and actually, or Lernerville, and be at the right track. So yeah, so we'll launch a test session here, and we'll see how it goes. The actual session is supposed to start at 5, and we'll be racing heat race format, and it'll be a lot of fun. We have a full dedicated individual for supervising to make sure that all cautions get called, make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to, get everything lined up. So those are going to be a couple other sport compact drivers that unfortunately aren't going to be at their home computers to play, so they're just hopping on and running it off their laptops in an official standpoint, like the race officials is what they're going to be acting as. But yeah, so this is going to be fun. If this race goes good, we're planning on turning this into a full series to last every other week throughout the winter. And if we can average a car count of 5 or better in each class, we are actually going to put together a trophy for the point champion. So I think we got to figure out how we're going to run points. I don't know if we're going to do it actual racing point style, or if we're going to do golf style, or what. Golf style would be, you know, lowest score wins, meaning if you finish first or better. Oh man, getting these cars going is the hard part. If you finish first, you get 1 point, and with the least amount of points gets you the trophy at the end of the year. If that makes any sense at all. I don't know. Oh, come on. Why do these cars... Oof. Something does not feel the same. Let me see what let me check something. So I was running baseline. So that's all we're running is this baseline setup. Man, I just feel like the cars aren't turning as good as they were when we were practicing this a while ago. I mean, you can see my ghost cars really having a good time around the track, and I am not. Ooh.
You've just set your fastest lap of the session.
It's the first lap of the session, so it better be the fastest. Something is not right. But you know what? I know what it is. I know what I did. Options. Yeah, let's go ahead and run. How do I want to do this? I think it was 280. No. I want to go through and turn the full wheel one way and then back. There we go. I want to re-input my calibration that I was doing modifieds, and I was just having a hell of a time. There we go. That'll probably make him run a lot better. Request a new car. Test. Oh yeah, my guy's hands are moving a hell of a lot better. That would have been bad if I went out there like that. Yeah, there's a corner.
I reckon you find those on iRacing.
Yeah, I'm talking to my live stream. All one person, which is myself, watching it, so that way I could reply to chat.
Oh, totally understand that. I can't help but notice you also haven't joined the league yet.
I couldn't find it. I was looking for it.
I sent an invite. I think that's the problem. The invites aren't showing up to people.
Were they? I didn't look at my notifications. That might be where it's at.
New fastest lap for you.
Yeah, because IF had sent an invite to everybody.
Yeah, I'll have to check. Yeah,
right now I have, and I also wanted you to come in there. I wanted you to check out, make sure everything's set up properly.
Are we running it, or is Dylan running it, or is he just going to moderate it?
New fastest lap for you.
See, that never really got fully figured out.
Well, I say we launch this first one. It's only going to cost a couple bucks.
Right. Well, I already have the league, which means I've already paid for that spot. I've already paid for the.
Oh, gotcha. So yeah, so it's ours then. So we'll run it.
I want to have him in here, and that way I'll make him an admin. Same with you. But I wanted him to be in there just so that, especially if he's not actually racing this one, it'd be great if he could be in there to like put people to the back and start the yellows. And
yeah. Yep. He'll be race command basically.
Yes. You be the flag guy.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Yeah. So I got in here and I started driving. I'm like, did they change the setup on these cars or something? Because I could not make a corner to save my life. I mean, if you watch back my stream, it was comical. I would go out the corner no matter how slow I went in. And then I realized when I was doing the modifieds and late models, I had adjusted my steering map so that way I wasn't fully turning my wheel, so my steering wasn't the same. So I went through and I recalibrated my steering wheel.
I've done that.
And now I'm actually turning laps that are comparable to my fastest lap. Like I was a 10th off there.
New fastest lap
Nice.
for you.
So yeah, I'm like, sheesh, if they remapped it this bad, we're gonna get screwed bad.
See, Nick, you can tell Nick Nowak has been doing iRacing for a while. He actually applied to join the league.
Oh, I just ran
That
my
was your
fastest lap.
of the session.
18.792. My new fastest lap for Lernerville. Now, granted, that's an empty track record. Oh, and I just beat it again.
Fastest lap of the session.
Dive bombs are going to be scary with that wall.
Oh yeah.
So, all right, I'm going to back out. What time is it? It's 46. Yeah, I should probably.
440.
Yeah, 4:46. So I'll go ahead and I'll back out of this. And God, that car looks good. Quit. So yep. So the car's running good. I'm glad I did that. Because if I would have got into my heat race and that car wasn't turning, I would have been like, "What is going on?"
Well, that's why we have a 1 hour practice while we let for everybody to get in here and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
All right. So I'm looking for. Nope, that's downloads. No new notifications. Is it going to be?
Maybe go to leagues.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any pending invites though.
Caden Back figured it out somehow.
Huh. What's the name of it? I'll search by name.
The Winter Beater series. I also have a number.
Let me see what Winter brings
It's
up.
like a
Winter.
there's like a special code.
Yeah, what's your ID on it?
The idea is 11852.
And it's a closed one, right? Is it a closed or is it open?
It should be open.
Okay.
You have to apply, as in you click a button to.
Oh, yep. Accept
Yeah.
invitation.
Sweet.
All right, so now it should show up under
Go
my
enabling.
leagues.
All
Yep.
right. So now I can click make you an admin. And then you can also, if you go to the roster, you can click your name.
A series of unfortunate
Cheer.
races in a car you'd rather leave in a snowbank. I love it.
You can change your car number. Make sure your preferred car number is in there. I got you.
Preferred car number. I got it.
Paid back is
Ford.
50.
Do I dare do my actual nickname? Yes.
And as an admin, then just go over to sessions and view this session and check everything out for me. Make sure everything is good.
Session?
I think I set it up weird because I wanted the
View
point
session.
structure to be less, show up for every race and you win, and more like if you're finishing high in the points, you can make up for losses or missed races.
Season scoring. Yeah, I was wondering how we were going to do the scoring. Number of races to draw. So first is 35, fifth. Oh, yeah. 35, 32, 30, 28. See, the other way I thought about doing a scoring system was the golf score system. So basically, your score is where you placed.
Yeah.
And at the end of the year, the person with the lowest.
I'd also like to be able to set it up to where it's going to just be based on heats. That's the weird part I don't understand completely, is the heat race structure.
Yeah. Well, so if we do qualifying, if we run qualifying, then it sets you up in heats. Otherwise, the heats just auto assign, I believe.
I think there's no qualifying if it does heats.
No, they can still have Well, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure.
So on this one I clicked local dirt track, so that means 30 entries, 15-minute practice, 3 8-lap heats, and then the feature is 20. I'm gonna change that.
How
Actually,
many?
made a custom one. So this is how it's set up. It's practice is 60 minutes as we want.
Whoops.
There is no qualifying.
What did I do?
The max field size for the heat race is 15. I don't know if it's going to split that in half or not, but I wanted to make sure everybody gets into it. It gets into the main. The heat races are just practice races to warm up and kind of get a grid going.
Yeah.
So field size 50. Number
Is
of
it
entries
too
in
late
making
to
a race.
change something in here?
What do you want to change? That's what I'm doing now.
Password
No
protection.
race and then the feature race.
So I'm probably going to end my stream